type shit.
You worked with him, I think, a little longer than I have, and we both have given him credit for opening up his platform and allowing us to be who we are, and we could grow our own platforms, become, as you mentioned earlier, businesses of ourselves. What's for the people? I don't know how many people have heard, and I'm gonna follow up after you.
Sure.
Skip, what's he really like? Because I think the thing is, if you've never met him, you just see him on television, you say, okay, that's him and who he is.
Skip's a different beast. I don't know if you can just describe him in one simple way.
You can't.
You can't. This dude's definition of advice is Diet Mountain Dew. This dude was in the 60s and in the 70s running anywhere from 5 to 8 miles a day. Eating the same meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Introducing himself to his now wife and their first date, you will never be more important than my job. Get over that from now or don't.
That was crazy. I remember that. I remember that clip discourse on Twitter, bro. That was crazy. I guess my take on it, if y'all don't know. Honestly, don't mind it, man. Like Omar said on the pod, and I agree with it. Whatever works for your relationship is whatever works for your relationship. And especially in this case, hey, bro had full transparency. This is what timing I'm on, bro. This is what timing I'm on. You will never, ever, ever be more important than my fucking career. And she said, I bet. At that point, what the fuck? If we could look at it as a bad deal, metaphorically speaking, but if she took a bad deal, hey, that's on her. If she's fine with that deal, though, hey, more power to you, type shit.
Don't bother. I mean, that's his definition of turning her on, I guess. So I'm just like, he's a different animal.
Right.
And
I did not think Stephen A. Smith was gonna say that. What the fuck? I mean, that's probably his way of turning him on, I guess. That's crazy right there. That's crazy.
There are highs and lows that come with him.
Correct.
He knows that. There's highs and lows that come with me. There's highs and lows that come with you and everybody else. And that's the way it goes. But, I'm a man first. And it's about a core decency of appreciation. The reality is that no matter how problematic, and he can be problematic at times, no matter how problematic he can be, the reality is that I wouldn't be where I am today if he didn't give me that opportunity on First Take. And so for me to be where I am and to know that it springboards off of something that he was directly involved in making happen, for me to insult him in any way is just disrespectful, it's wrong, and it's something that I would never do. Now, that don't mean I can't disagree with him.
Oh, absolutely.
That doesn't mean that I can't feel that he's wrong. And anybody like a Jamie Horowitz, yourself, and others who know me, have gotten to know me in your case, I would tell him he's wrong to his face.
Right.
He knows where I stand. But it doesn't take away my love and appreciation for him and the fact that he will always be a brother from another mother to me.
Yeah.
So I've always made that clear with everybody.
Yeah, it's not often that someone can give you that opportunity. And I've said this several times. For me, I cannot let 6 months ruin 6.5 good years.
Right.
Because sometimes people are willing to throw everything away for one mistake, for one bad comment, or one something like this.
Right.
And even though that was all we were supposed to get, my sister tells me this all the time. Say, Shannon, this was all we're
I will say he did open up to there being problems. I won't say that.
supposed to get. If I about 4 months ago, I had Tabitha Brown.
She's great. I've interviewed her before. She's fantastic.
Stephen A. She had no idea this was going on, so we wrapped the interview, and I'm gonna end it on this one. And I'm taking off my microphone. She says, "Is the mics off?" I said, "Well, I'm taking my mic off. You can take yours off." We took our mics off, and she leans in close to me. She said, "I had a dream last night. God told me it's gonna be okay, and for you to go ahead and do what you need to do." She says it's gonna be different, but you need to go on your own.
Yeah.
Now God told me that. She
God
said, now
did.
you do what
God
you want
did.
to do with it.
Right.
But God just, she said, and when I get dreams like this and I'm ever in the person's presence, it's my duty to tell them month later.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, when she's telling me this, Stephen A., you see how you looking at me? I'm looking at her. How you know what's going on?
Right.
She said, God told me this last night.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I'm sitting here doing this interview. I did this interview with you, and I needed to tell you this. Once she told me that, I was at peace. Because I'm racking my brain. I'm like, what did I do? Did I say something? Did I offend somebody? I mean, I think I'm doing a great job. She said, be at peace with it.
Yeah. And that's what I told you.
You did.
That's what I told you. Because the reality of the
I don't even know what the
situation
fuck happens
is that,
still, to be
I'm
honest.
not going to apologize. Listen, I got a lot of friends over there. All right? We all know that. I know a lot of people. But that don't mean that what happened to you was fair. Plain and simple. Okay? That ain't the end of the world.
Nope.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so, to me, it was just important.
I still want to know what the fuck happened. Does anyone know exactly what the fuck happened? Does anyone know? Because at this point, I'm trying to use context clues. And obviously, these two motherfuckers know exactly what the fuck happened. But from the outside looking in, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? Did Skip say some wild shit? Did Skip say some wild shit? Did FS1 just not want to pay him? Like what the... Was it really the Tom Brady segment? Because I know a lot of people pointed to that specific segment. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
For us in this industry to stand up and say, yo, he's one of us.
Because it kind of brings me back to when Joe Budden, Rory, and Mal split. You can say motherfuckers were getting disrespectful on camera. It was these arguments, the tension was showing on camera. But in actuality, the dispute was something going on behind the scenes. It was accounting. It was motherfuckers not getting paid. It was, lies, deceit, this, that, and the third. So, personally, I think, when it comes to that Tom Brady clip, I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe faked it. I think he was genuinely mad, but I don't think it was something that would have taken or escalated all of this into what it is now. You know what I'm saying? It might have been built up from things going on behind the scenes, and maybe it was like I don't know if this is the right word, but like a microcosm of what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. Skip Bayless trying to little bro Shannon Sharpe, and that's why he wanted to leave. But to say it was that clip, I don't know. I think that's a reach. Also, this audio was ass, by the way.
And that was it for me. It was just that
by
simple.
Them, by
you
them.
go wherever you want. You want to come first take, fine. You want to go somewhere else, fine. Because I got my crew here at first take, and I'm not trying to get rid of anybody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do this forever. And when it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Right.
And it's time for somebody else to step up. But as long as I'm here, my attitude was going to be, listen, the people that have been a treasure and a tribute to this industry are the people that I'm going to do all that I can to remind folks this is what they do. I don't want to be one of those dudes that I got these platforms first take and I got my podcast and I'm doing NBA Countdown and I got more stuff coming down the line and everything like that. And all I'm talking about is what I'm doing. It's my job to highlight what everybody else is doing too.
You one of the few, Stephen A. Because I know a lot of people that could have opportunities to help somebody, but they want to be the only ninja with money.
No, I don't want that. And I told you this, and I'll tell the audience that I told you this. I said, you might be a first take for 1 year, you might be a first take for years to come. It's my responsibility, and I'm dead serious. It's a heart attack. It's my responsibility to make sure that you are more successful with me than you were before you arrived.
That's what you told me.
That's my responsibility. And I'm going to make sure it happens come hell or high water. We ain't going down, brother. We only going up.
No. You know
That's
that,
just
dude.
the way it's going to be.
You know.
That's just the way it's going to be.
Goat man coming.
That's right.
Uncle Stephen A.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. HBCU, it's the takeover.
I ain't trying to lose.
No, we don't.
I'm never about that. Anybody that knows me ain't about that. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. All right?
Y'all heard it.
I will say, man, Stephen A, was never the most astute athlete, never became pro or anything. But that mentality definitely translated over to the media side. I ain't gonna lie. I think, specifically within sports media, the interesting part is, I think inherently to be in sports media, you gotta be interested in competition. You gotta be a competitive person in some regard. You know what I'm saying? And that competitiveness translates to shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like the way Stephen A talks about being a sports media personality, I swear to God, it's like, you know, Michael Jordan talking about trying to get 4 rings type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's inspiring. I will say it is inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Specifically for me, being in media in some capacity, specifically sports media, though, just his mentality towards running a show is fan-fucking-tastic. No cap, no cap. Now, when it comes to Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith on First Take, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. You know, Stephen A. alone, I know, can carry clips. He has already carried clips. But with Shannon Sharpe there, you know, I think the Max Kellerman era was cool. I ain't gonna lie, it was a cool era on First Take. It was a memorable era on First Take. But Shannon Sharpe is easily gonna be the most entertaining co-host Stephen A. has had since Skip Bayless. And First Take has already been doing well ever since Skip Bayless left. So the fact that bro is gonna get Shannon Sharpe now, and Shannon Sharpe is gonna get Stephen A., clip's gonna go up the wazoo, man. Heated debate's gonna go up the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the NBA season to come just for this. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, I'm excited for the game of basketball to come back. But the first take segments, they gonna hit. And I also said this on the pod. We gonna really find out how much pull Skip Bayless got. And I think what we're gonna find out is ultimately Skip is cool, but Shannon Sharpe, by the end of that show, became the face of Undisputed. I think by the end of that show, when it started, it's Skip's show, Shannon Sharpe is his co-host. By the end of that show, it was on some, hey, Kobe in 2003, 2004 is not the same Kobe Shaquille O'Neal teamed up with when he moved to LA. It's not. Kobe now in 03, 04 is an MVP candidate. Kobe in 03 and 04 is a top 5 player in the world in his own regard. Shannon Sharpe, in the sports media landscape, in my opinion, it is exactly that. It's exactly that. Imagine Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal. That shit worked out. They won a championship. Penny Hardaway became a top 5 player in the world. Shaquille O'Neal still left for LA, did his thing in LA. Kobe became Kobe. But then after, shit hit the fan, Kobe said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm teaming up with Penny Hardaway in Orlando and we gonna win a championship. Like, that sounds crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Except in this case, like, Skip Bayless isn't even like a Shaq figure within sports media. But I'm excited for the collaboration. I think it'll go well. And I think personally, this is a partnership that deadass might move sports media, the needle and what's possible in sports media, deadass. I'm not gonna lie, from a numbers perspective, these two not only are great with social media, but they got the backing of ESPN. I ain't gonna lie, the backing of ESPN is still something different within the sports media. The backing of ESPN with these two's individual brands coming together is gonna be nuts. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be nuts. This is Steph and KD. This is gonna be nuts.
But that's him. As good as it gets right here, Stephen A. Smith. Monday, September 4th.
No doubt.
Now that's gonna be fun, man.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. And for my first partnership with the...
I thought Club Shay Shay was part of FS1. Thank God that shit is independent, though. Because this shit alone got 1.3. This shit alone got 1.3, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at these undisputed clips, though. Let's look at these undisputed clips. Damn. Is this the official one? This is not. This is not the official one, right? This can't be. No way. I know they have this one. So I just need to remind y'all what numbers they were pulling regularly. Just 3 months ago. 400K, 800K, 166, 100, 460, 151, 300, 600, 330, 370, 900K, 240. I'm gonna be honest, 150,000 floor with a decent amount of clips getting 500K and above. Ever since the switch, we're looking at, this hasn't cracked 100. They had Rachel Nichols on, that's dope. This hasn't cracked 50. They're still getting a decent amount of clips with 500K. I will say that. But I also think it's the appeal of the first stream without Shannon Sharpe. I wonder what these numbers are going to look like 3 to 4 months down the line. Same thing, honestly, with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe. Because, again, I think these numbers are going to be inflated now that this is news. It's kind of like, you know, even like starting this stream. There's an appeal to the first stream. When Rage went on to Kick, when Bruce went on to Kick, there's an appeal to the first stream being the first stream. So those clips will definitely be viewed more. But how will the viewership change 5-6 months down the line when this is just regular shit? And in my opinion, First Take is going to win. First Take is going to win, which is crazy because I deadass thought Undisputed for a minute there was catching up. Like, legitimately catching up to First Take with how crazy Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless were going. But that's tough, man.